How's it going, my squids? Today we're going to be going over Ares. I figured with the new skin dropping and everything, we might as well fucking go ahead and do it up. So I'll try and make this as quick and painless as possible. So this is the build that I run. Real easy, real simple. The reason you don't run full damage Ares in terms of like building Bancrofts, Book of Thoth, whatever, all that other garbage, is because he's not a glass cannon. He doesn't have any burst capabilities other than maybe his ultimate, but his ult is like, it's hit and miss because people buy beads and you may not be able to capitalize fully off of it. It'll do a fuck ton of damage, but it's not gonna insta kill, so it's not necessarily worth to build full damage versus building full tank with auras that will give you innate damage anyway. So what his passive essentially does is it gives you 30 magical power per aura item that is completed. So basically you build full defensive, but you build the right items that give a good aura for your team, for yourself, whatever, and then you get the bonus off of that, and then you just do natural fucking damage while building defensively. So that's why you build stuff like Sovereignty, Voidstone, Pestilence, fucking Witchblade. You get these auras and you pop off with them and you just do a fuckload of damage no matter what. If you build full, a damage and everything, you basically just become this piece of shit that can get one-shotted. The problem with the glass cannon build is that, like I said, no burst. You're not able to burst anybody. He's not like Kabrakan where you can get a full combo off and murder somebody. So building damage is fun in theory whenever you're thinking about it, but in an actual game setting, whether you're playing Arena Clash, Conquest, whatever, it doesn't work. So I don't recommend doing it, but hey, I'm not gonna tell you how to play the game, I'm just recommending it. Alright, moving on to his actual first ability. We're skipping over the passive because I already talked about it. But anyway, Shackles, super easy. You just chain a bunch of people and then you do 1,000,000 damage. You get a speed buff. They're slowed for 15%. They take tick damage. Easy. Second ability, Bolster Defenses. Basically just a buff. You get protections, you get CC reduction, and for each chain that you have actually going on, you gain extra bonus protections and whatnot off of it. So it's super good. Just chaining multiple people can be a little difficult. Obviously, it's never this easy, so don't expect it to be this easy. If anything, hit 1-2 people, then activate it, get the bonuses that way, and then you just pop off, doing what you gotta do. His third ability is what I like to call my comment section, which is Searing Flesh, which is just basically just, look at this. This is just you all day, flaming the fuck out of me 24/7.
The agony never ceases.
His last ability is No Escape, which is the most ironic piece of shit ever because they just buy beads and it's very, very much you can escape it. You can very, very much escape. This is a good ability because you can just teleport in, do a bunch of fucking, damage, ult, whatever, and it does a lot of damage. Like I said, this is the ability that if you're gonna burst at all, this is how it's gonna happen. 500 plus, all the magical damage and whatnot. So if you did build full damage, your ult is gonna be the thing that does a lot out of everything. So it is what it is. But like I said, people are just gonna buy beads, get out of it for free. So even though you're gonna like burst them down to like half health or whatever, they're still gonna be able to get out of it because they beads it. So you're not gonna be able to capitalize anything. So this is one of the worst parts about Ares, is essentially you're playing without a fourth ability 90% of the game. Like you're just kind of waiting for their beads to go down. So if you're gonna play Ares, it's good to play a team composition where you can get early beads off. So like if you bring Tyr or something, if Tyr gets a pick or whatever, that person, if they don't want to die, then they're gonna beads it. Same thing with Hades. If you play Hades Ares, then either way they're gonna have to burn beads on one of you motherfuckers because that's just what's gonna happen. If they don't, they're gonna get hit by one of you at one point. So just having these double ultimates where you can stun, get a lot of damage off, get a lot of CC going where it forces them to beads, then they just have to deal with it. So just team compositions like that are super aids and worth building, just so that way you can get good garbage. But again, however you want to play your team and work that way is up to you guys. But this is the damage, as you guys can see, full fucking shred. What do you do against that? Absolutely fucking nothing. You just accept your fate and whatnot and just die. Last bit of a tip here is that don't try and do it all by yourself. I know that you guys are used to doing that in the bathroom, but in this case, you're definitely going to need a little bit of a hand. Not your own, though, because that doesn't work with this. Ares is definitely one of those characters where you are not going to be solo carrying the game. You'll be setting everything up and everybody will take the glory, but in your mind, you know that they wouldn't have gotten that shit unless you did it. So that's pretty much the life of an Ares player. Anyway, that concludes today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.